Welcome. It's nice having you here tonight. Again, it's going to be another powerful time, another awesome time. And we are still talking about our sex education, our series on educating your children about sex. My name is Rukewe Oko, and I'm a parenting coach. We've been going on a series on sex education, talking about your children about sex, how to enter the conversation of sex. That was our day one topic. And yesterday, our day two topic, we actually talked about if your 6 years old ask you, what is sex? What are you going to say? These teachings are coming for us to learn. These teachings are coming for us to implement. Please, let's not just listen. Go home, talk to your children about sex education. And today we are going to be talking about another exciting topic, building a safe space for open conversation about puberty and sexuality. It is very necessary that we make our children feel comfortable when speaking to us. Age-appropriate discussion is very important. Even from the earliest age of a child, sex education should begin by making them understand what their private parts are. Give it the ideal name. When you start early enough, you discover that as the child grows up, it becomes a normal discussion. It shouldn't be something like sounding like a very big thing you want to discuss, and when you want to discuss, all heavens would let loose. No, 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 no. It should be a discussion that comes up as regular as possible, because these children grows up every day. They grow up every day, they are in the environment, and they encounter different things in our environment on a daily basis. So it is expedient that we make this conversation normal. We bring it up as often as possible and start early enough for them to get used to it. The second point I have here is be open and approachable. Some of us, we are like, I don't know the name I should call us. Our children can't speak to us. They are so scared. When they are scared to talk to you about general matters, how much more sex education? Will they be free enough to speak to you? No. So you should be relaxed. You should be approachable as a parent. You should be joyous. Let your children see you as someone they can rely on, they can depend on, they can speak to. Don't be judgmental. When they come to you and tell you, Mommy, I heard this in school, or somebody talked about this, don't turn and like, what kind of thing? Don't you know that this is a Christian home? Okay now. I hear you. I hear you. So be approachable. Be approachable. Let them not be afraid or scared to talk to you about topics. Or let it not even be selected topics. They say, no, when it comes to this one, mommy will not listen. When it comes to this one, mommy will listen. No. Let them know that you can be approached and talked to on any subjects. And do you know something? The way you respond is what determines if they will come back tomorrow to talk to you about it. So you should be approachable. Number 3, create a judgmental free zone. Don't make them feel like they are a sinner. Don't make them feel like they are bad kids. How come you were discussing this with your friends? What kind of friends do you have that Chukudi sat down and he talked about this and you were there? No. Even if you have to say some of these things we are saying now, it shouldn't be in that manner. And it shouldn't even come first. Allow them to speak. Allow them to speak. When you give them the room to talk, you will be shocked at the things they have been exposed to. You'll be shocked at the level of information your children have. And that would help you and guide you on how far or how deep your discussion will be. In fact, it will make you to be able to start checkmating their activities better. But when you come and you are like a saint that have never talked about stuff like that, or you don't do anything that has to do with it, you are religious, you are very holy, nothing. At the end of the day, your children will go out to look for somebody they know that would not judge them. And that's not what we want. Number 4 point, use media and real life situations as teaching tools. You can actually give them practical illustration. Tell them on what sex is. You can even act it. There are books that you could actually get. You could put in documentaries that talks about it, movies that, there's what we call teachable moments. Take advantage of it. You can actually have documentaries and movies that at some point you will have reasons to begin to talk about or explain better. Okay, you see what I talked about the other time when I said when a young child or when a teenager goes around or have sex, you see this girl, that's why she's pregnant. Do you want to be treated this way? So you can actually look for real life stories. You can use tools, tell them or pass your message better. Number 5, encourage questions. Encourage questions and be a good listener. Encourage questions. Let them ask questions. Let them ask. Even questions that you feel are too sensitive, let them be free to ask. That is why you need wisdom. That is why you need this wisdom we are talking about. Because the more knowledge you gain, the better you will be able to give the right answers. I'm putting together a 7-in-1 bundle that will help you through this journey. One of the bundle talks about 30 questions you can ask your teenager about sex. Yes. If you don't know how to start, that guide will give you a guide on what to do. There's a workbook to walk you through the process. There is the media plan in that 7-in-1 bundle and many other things that can help you in this process. You need knowledge to be able to war against this ugly plague called social media, called pornography, called even sex, So the earlier you teach them, the better for you. Number 6, provide reliable resources. There are lots of resources out there to help you. If it sounds nice or if it's okay by you, if I have enough people showing interest, I'm going to be preparing a book as well, a body part, learning your body parts that can help. And questions that, in fact, in that book, I'm just thinking, as I'm talking, I'm thinking about certain things that will be added to the book. If it's something that you would love to have. Questions that children can ask about sex in different ages, how you can introduce the topic of sex, body parts, teaching children body parts, and stuff like that. So if it's something you think you would love to know more about, I want to see your response in the comment section, and I will go ahead preparing something that you will love. But however, at the moment, there are lots of resources that can help you out there, that can help you teach your children, that you can even give to them to learn about the body parts. Maybe at the end of this video, I would make some of those resources available for you that you could go check on. Okay. Number 7, teach them boundaries and consent. Let them be able to say no. Teach them to understand that these their body parts, it's private. It's not for everybody, it's for them alone. Let them know what inappropriate touches means. Somebody is holding your penis or touching your penis, say no. Somebody is talking to you about sex conversation in an uncomfortable manner, run to an elder, an adult, and report it to the person. Somebody is telling you something about sex or wanting to touch your body part and is telling you, don't tell mommy, don't tell daddy. Tell them these things. Let them know. Do you know something happened with my kids not too long ago? And I was very happy it happened. You know, there was this young child that came to my compound to stay with my neighbors for a while. And I don't know how it happened, yeah. Maybe they were playing or something. And the boy came and touched my daughter's bum bum, hit a bum bum. Do you know that? Yeah. The moment I came, she was screaming, "Mommy, Mike touched my bum bum. Mommy, Mike touched my bum bum." And the Mike, in fact, she had already told Mike that I'm going to report you to my mom. And by the time I came, then I had not even learned a lot of things I know now. I was screaming on top of my voice. I really wanted the boy to be scared anyway. I wanted him to be scared, and the boy was crying. He was like, "It's a mistake, oh, it's a mistake. I did not touch her. I did not even know. It was a mistake." And you know, at the end of the whole thing, I told him it shouldn't repeat itself. The boy cried, he apologized and everything. And I told him that, yes, this is a mistake, but I don't want it to repeat itself. And you don't do it to any child or any adult. The point is, let's assume my daughter, at that time, she was about 5 or thereabout. I can't remember, but I know it's a few years ago. Let's assume she didn't know much about sex. It would have been, she would have just taken it trivially. He was playing. It was a mistake. But she did not want to accept that it was a mistake because she already had this knowledge that nobody should touch your bum bum. Your vagina is for you. No account should anybody play to that place or hit you. No. So because she had this awareness, she was able to cry out even when the child didn't mean to hurt her. So we need to actually teach our children these things. Then let them know what inappropriate touches is. Like my daughter, I knew, yes, she was over the top over it. But let them know. It's even better they start screaming even when they touch them. And they tell you this one happened than keeping quiet. Then lastly, be honest about your discomfort. Yes, I won't lie to you. Initially, talking about sex was it's not something I was even comfortable with either, which I know a lot of parents on this table. Now I don't feel any kind of discomfort. That's why I can even freely talk about it on air and I'm not feeling anything. But even if you feel that discomfort, let your kids know that you feel uncomfortable discussing about it, but you know it's the right thing to do and you want them to learn about it. Like I would always say, a child that is not being sex education is sexually neglected. Don't neglect your children. Don't neglect them. When you sexually neglect your children, the world will abuse them. And I know that's not what you want. So get yourself prepared. Our 7-in-1 bundle is all for you. And if you want the book that I am thinking in my head to prepare for this, you can actually indicate in the comment section. Let me know if it's something you would love to learn about, if it's something you will want to know more about, and I'm in for you. I'm in for you. Please like this video, share it, and engage in the comment section. Let me know your challenges. Let me know your questions. And in case you have places you want someone to speak in, whether in your school, whether in your church, in your organization, I'm your plug. You can actually talk to me, or you have counseling, or you have need for a counselor advice, parenting advice. I'm available to you. My name again is Rukewe Oko. I'm a parent coach. See you. Bye.